What's happening, guys? Okay, we are off in Gilligan. We're just leaving Wentworth and we are heading back home to South Australia. It's about 8:30, 8:35, something like that. I'm booked into the lock at 9 o'clock. They're a little bit strict here with letting you through sort of on the half hour, I think it is. So they told me I can go through at 9. So I think I'm going to get there a touch early, not too sure, but we should be there in 15-20 minutes, so we might have to slow it down even more. But we're just putting along. Even got a lot of speed now, just for me, at just 800 revs, putting along. It's still going at about 3.5 mile per hour, where normally at 1100 revs coming up I was going about 2.75 mile per hour. So and it's mile per hour because that's how my depth sound is set up, and I don't know how to change it, or I can't be bothered. But we're heading off, and hopefully we get somewhere near Lock 9 today, and the plan is to be close to Customs House by Sunday, and then hopefully the borders open on the Tuesday. We'll hang around there until they do and head off, and we should be hopefully back at Renmark, if everything goes good, by about Tuesday, Wednesday. But I can just see the lock in the distance now, and I'm going to have to maybe do a couple of U-turns up here and slow down, because I'm going to be there about 15 minutes early. But I'll turn the camera around and show you guys what I'm looking at. So today, beautiful day, mainly because there's no wind for the next 2 days. It's going to be beautiful, but it is going to be drizzling most of the day, but I don't mind about that. But I think it's going to maybe clear up a bit in the afternoon and wet again tomorrow. But all I'm worried about is the wind. In the distance you might be able to see the buoys on the in front of the lock there that stretch across in front of it. So we'll just slow down. We're probably going to have to do a couple of U-turns up here. I don't want to let it idle. I'd rather keep the motor running a bit. So we'll go down here a bit, do a bit of a U-turn, and wait for that lock door to get up. And this is going to be the first time going downstream, so I'm not too sure how I'm going to do it by myself. Hardly any wind, so I think I might be able to just hold on at the front. If I have to tie up, well then I'll just tie it up right at the end of the rope, so it's got plenty of slack while they drop me down, and I'll hold a rope at the back. But I'll leave that up to the lockmaster. He knows a lot more about it than me. But okay, we'll catch you guys probably after we've gone through the lock. Well, here we go, guys. We're through Lock 10. I'm going probably 500 revs less than what I was on the way up, and I'm probably doing about close on 4 kilometers an hour faster. So yeah, pretty cool. So once I get through the border, I'm going to hightail it, and I'm pretty sure I can be home in 2 weeks. So that's my plan. Although once I get back into closer to home, I might slow it down a bit and enjoy the last week or so. But that's provided we don't have any problems. But let's get going. Probably not a lot of videoing down here, but hopefully we get close to Lock 9 today. So we'll do a good 10-hour shift at least, maybe 11, and see where we end up. So the wind's died down and the rain stopped. Beautiful day. Got no idea where I am. I know we're heading towards Lock 9, and we've gone past Anna Branch Station, and we are flying along. I think we're going twice the speed at a little bit less revs. So yeah, pretty happy with the way we're going. A little bit easier going downstream, a bit easier to steer too, doesn't get caught up with the currents quite as much. So touch wood, we keep travelling along like this. Probably a bit hard to see, but there's one of the old fishing huts, and it's actually got the wreck of the PS Sapphire in front of it there. This is the sort of old fishing huts that Possum used to stay in. If you're not too sure on Possum, check it out in a previous video. Just an old river recluse who used to live along the river. But yeah, pretty cool. And here we are at lock number 9. Didn't think we were going to get through for a minute. I tried calling a few times and couldn't get Cam, the lockmaster. I was just about to pull up for the night and then I get a call. So yeah, I thought they might be open till 4:30, so that's fantastic. I can get through and maybe go another hour or so, and that's going to make tomorrow's day nice and easy, where I can do lock 8 and 7 in one day, and I'll nearly be back to the border. Okay guys, here we are. Stopover, night 1 on the return trip. Been a brilliant day. I love coming with the current. I thought we might just get to before lock 9, didn't think we'd get there to go through, but managed to get there about 4:15. Couldn't get hold of the lockmaster for a while, but then all of a sudden he called me back and we got through, and I've gone probably another hour and a half on from lock 9. Got this great little spot here, but yeah, I don't know what it is. It just seems a little bit of pressure off coming with the current. I'm looking forward to getting back into South Australia. Always had in the back of my mind what happens if it breaks down going up the river, and there's not many, this section, not many boat ramps and stuff. So I reckon we, by the time we shoot off in the morning, we should be able to get through lock 8 and lock 7 tomorrow. And then I did see a place there, a farmhouse that had a sign up pizza, so I'm going to try and pull into there. I reckon it's about 30 k's, 20 or 30 k's before Customs House. Good morning, and we're off again. It's 6:30 in the morning. We're getting an early start. This is going to be a big day. I'm going to try and get 90 kilometres if everything goes according to plan. Hopefully we'll be at lock 8 around 9 o'clock this morning, get through there, and then get through lock 7 probably about just after their lunch break, maybe 1:30, 2 o'clock. And then we're going to try and head on to Colkerna Station, Colkerna Woolshed, and that's going to get us to within about 15 kilometres of the SA border, and that's what I'm looking forward to doing. Feel a little bit safer when I get back that way. Up here, no phone reception, no one around except for the lockies. So yeah, I don't know, just think I'm going to feel a little bit better when I get back near there. I did notice, I think it was Colkerna Woolshed, when I went through, they had a sign up pizzas, so we're going to call in there, and they gave me a bit of a wave as I went past. I nearly stopped there on the way up, but it was a bit early in the day. But also from there I'm going to be able to go up the hill and get in touch with the police at Berry. That's the local one, Renmark and Berry Police, and see what's happening with this border cross. So border crossing opens Tuesday, it's Saturday today. I've talked to them before, I've got all the permits and stuff, so I'm not too sure what's going on. They didn't know what was going on back then. That was about 3 days ago. So hopefully I can get phone reception there. I thought I read somewhere on the phone where there's a new form you've got to fill out now, so I can get no internet, so I'm just hoping I can get them on the phone and we can organise something so I can get through lock 6 on Tuesday. So that's the plan for today, but as long as we get through the next 2 locks, 8 and 7, that'll be a pretty good day, and we're going to be back close to the border, which I'm looking forward to, and looking forward to shooting home. It's been a long journey, so we'll catch you guys later, probably at lock 8. Okay, I better show you what I'm looking at. A bit like yesterday, little bit of drizzle, but there's not supposed to be much wind. Well, that's what it said on my wind app 2 days ago. Hopefully it hadn't changed much, so that's another reason why I want to do a long one today while the weather's good. Little bit of wind early, not much though, but that's what happened yesterday too, and then it calmed off a bit. So hopefully it'll be a nice day. I don't care if we get a bit of drizzle, but no wind is what I like. So we'll start heading towards lock 8. And here we are, lock number 8. When we came up through lock 8, they only had to raise it about 30 centimetres. It looks like it's going to be pretty much the same again today. Called in, waiting for those gates to open, but nothing happening yet. We might have to do another U-turn here. Okay, just doing the U-turn, probably got here a bit earlier. Gates are starting to open now. Told him half an hour, I probably got here in about 20 minutes, so I got here a bit early. But gates are just starting to open back there now. And we'll head on through. Okay, well, she's a bit rainy at the moment. I keep showing you guys all the good days, but it's still a beautiful day. No wind or hardly any wind, but I've had to pull my little sign down here to cut a bit of the rain out. So yeah, I just got to keep ducking down and checking where I'm going so I don't crash into a tree. But still a good day, heading towards lock, where am I? Lock 7. So yeah, get through lock 7, hopefully about 2 or 3 o'clock. Not too sure, but it should be around that time. And then we'll head on into the afternoon a bit and probably go till about 6 o'clock and see where we end up. But still a beautiful day, no wind, just a bit of rain coming in, and it looks like it's settled in for the day. Here's another one of those old fishing huts, sort of place Possum would have stayed at when he was walking through to Renmark. If you haven't heard of Possum, check him out in one of the previous videos. Just an old guy that used to be a bit of a hermit, living along the banks of the River Murray. So just coming out of Pollard's Cutting now, you can see where the old river. Get that pole out the way. You got the sign there telling you where to go when you're heading upstream. That's where the old river used to flow. And this is where Pollard's Cutting comes out. So a bit of a shortcut now. This is Colkerna Cliffs Station. I think I got that right, but anyway. Bloody beautiful. So here we are, guys. Campsite for the night, Wampini Station. This is the place where I actually saw the pizza sign up on the way through, but they've just told me no pizzas this weekend. They've come and said hello. They've got a campfire going up the top, so we're going to stay here the night and have a couple of beers and a couple of scared of the dark medicines. Okay, here we are. We've made it to Wampini Station. We've parked down the river down there. They've got a beautiful bonfire going, which they started especially for me. Thanks, guys. So what's at Wampini Station? Like, it's a touristy spot?
Yeah, mate, it's a tourist destination. We've got cabins over there, powered sites behind the cabins which you can't see, and yeah, we've just got accommodation and river frontage for tourists.
This is going to be really shit because I've got the microphone pointing towards me, but we'll sort something out. Absolutely brilliant spot, but I'm a bit disappointed they haven't got the pizzas going tonight. I saw that about 3 weeks ago, and I thought, you know, we'll come back just for a pizza, so we better go for a look out here and check out the river. There's a little barbecue area here for guests, a bar, and look out there, how good's that? The mighty Murray River. And there's Gilligan parked down the bottom. Bit worried about getting down that hill tonight. We got Gemma the dog down here. Okay, we're still at Wampini Station, and we got Jasmine, the artist, here. And she's worried about her makeup, but we're going to go and check out her art. So if ever you get to Wampini Station, you've got to come and check it out. So let's go and have a bit of a look.
I also offer different other things such as wire, small things I can take home. So wire cockatoos are very good, popular little ones, easily transportable and fun little creations.
Looks a bit complicated to me.
It is. I use quite a heavy duty fencing wire, so it can take between 2 to 4 hours.
Yeah, cool. And the horse's head?
Yes, so this is Mickey, one of the creations I did earlier on. So this is a horse I had, started our journey here. So it's a ceramic work, and it went through 4 different firing processes to get the right colours, and yeah, quite a beautiful piece. And here's another metalwork. So I specialised in going through painting and then moved into ceramics, sculpture. Then I went into a whole year of just straight metalwork at UniSA, so working with just different types of metal, learning to braze, weld, bend materials, and yeah, quite a really interesting process of just some of my cube work, which is quite well known. So if you check out my website,
And what's your website?
it's jrosefinearts.com, where you can find some of my finest cube collection. So this is one of the cubes. This one's not available, but specialising in looking at insects and different fragments of insects and pulling these different fragments into a sculptural piece. Quite a flexible one, bit playful. I specialise in portraiture, animal and human portraiture. I do graphites, oil paints. Depends what people would like as well. I can mix and match. But I like to work in lots of different mediums, not just one medium. Depends how I'm feeling for the day, really. This is some of my cube work. I had a commission work done and unfortunately left us, so this painting came back to me in the will and will stay with us forever. But this is a special dog called Xenon, an oil painting, and quite a lovely, bright, beautiful work. Talking about isolation, that frustration of being inside it and not being able to get out and I guess experience the world. So I actually did this before COVID, believe it or not. Yeah. And then the pandemic happened, so I would like to get this work out more and yeah, have it exhibited and show the world.
Ah, brilliant. Okay, so here's the yabby table.
Oh, Trevor's impressed.
Well, they're tasting like, guys. Bloody good. Bloody yabbies everywhere, look at that.
Bloody beautiful.
Marinade one. And where are we?
Wampini Station.
Good morning, and we're off again. Great night last night at Wilpena Station. Wilpena Station. You would have probably seen that already in the video, but somehow I still woke up pretty early, got going at about 7 AM, and we're heading to Customs House. Well, nearly missed Higgins Cutting while I was talking to you guys. I was already there. So that is the old river out there where you'd probably normally go if you didn't have a map and know what you were doing. But this little bit out to the right is Higgins Cutting, and there is a sign there, the blue sign saying Murray River, but you could quite easily go straight ahead if you didn't know what you were doing. So we'll see how we go through Higgins Cutting. If I keep out to the right, not quite as much current out there. I've got it fairly well turned to the left at the moment as we hit this bit. Straighten her up before she swings around. Can feel the water hitting the pontoons. And And that's it, that's Seagan's Cutting, and the old part of the river out to the left. Ah, home sweet home. Smell that air. Beautiful, back in South Australia. Okay guys, well, we made it to Customs House, so I'm just going to get a little bit of fuel here, fill up a couple of jerry cans. That's going to give me plenty to get to Loxton. I'm going to move off probably in the next half hour and get down near Lock 6 and stay there tonight and tomorrow night, and keep in touch with them and find out what's happening with crossing through the lock and back to Renmark. So we're gonna head off. So here we are guys, campsite for the night, actually campsite for the next 2 nights. We are moored up about, I'm guessing, 5 kilometres before Lock 6, and we're just waiting to see what happens. I haven't checked to see if I can get phone reception here yet, but hopefully I can. Talked to the lockmaster today, he still doesn't know what's happening, but we should be right to go hopefully Tuesday morning. So we're going to camp up here for a couple of nights. Nice little spot out the wind. It came up a bit windy today, but got this nice little spot, not much wind, plenty of firewood back there, and plus I've got a bit of firewood I want to get rid of out of the dinghy. Take a bit of weight out of that. Looks like someone's made a bit of a camp here at some stage in the trees. Bit of a hut there. But, great little spot for a couple of nights.